Hello, and welcome to another video on Chatzy AI. In this guide, we will learn how to build a flow-based AI agent in Chatzy AI. We will walk you step by step through the entire process of creating a flow-based agent, configuring it, and preparing it for deployment. To begin, click on AI Agent from the left sidebar and then click on Create Agent. Here, you'll notice that Chatzy AI already provides a wide range of pre-built templates across different niches. If you want to focus specifically on the flow-based agent, simply apply the flow-based AI agent filter. You can also type your industry use case in the search bar and select the most suitable template. This is one way to create an AI agent. But if your use case is completely unique, you can create the agent manually as well. You will see two options here: Create using AI and Start from scratch. Let's first look at Create using AI. 1. Create using AI. Click on Build with AI Flow-based AI Agent. A new page will open where you'll need to explain your use case in detail. To help the AI build the best possible flow, structure your description using these 4 key elements: industry and context. Clearly define your business sector and specific niche. Example, e-commerce for young adults. Core purpose. Identify the agent's main goal. Example, sales, support, lead gen, or booking. Workflow logic. List the specific sequence of steps or questions the agent must follow to guide the user. Rules and guidelines. Specify tone, formatting preferences, and constraints, do's and don'ts, for handling conversations. Right below that, you'll also see an example. It's useful to read it once to understand how to describe your use case effectively. 2. Start from scratch. This option lets you build the entire agent manually from zero. However, we generally don't recommend this for new users because it requires experience with prompt writing, designing agent flows, and technical setup. But in this tutorial, we will use Start from scratch to build an appointment booking AI agent, so you can understand the complete workflow from beginning to end. Once you enter the agent name, click on Create. Once you create a flow-based AI agent, you will see 4 main options: Studio, Settings, Playground, and Dashboard. Let us go through them one by one. Click on Studio. This will open a canvas in a new tab. When the canvas loads, we can see a single start node in the center. This is where every flow begins. Now, let us start building the appointment booking journey. Step 1. Welcome the user. Right-click anywhere on the canvas and select Add Node. Rename this node as Welcome Node. To connect it to the Start node, click on the dot in the Start node and drag it to the Welcome node. Inside the Welcome node, click on Add Card. The first thing our agent should do is greet the user and explain what the chatbot is going to help with. At this point, we do not need any input from the user. So, we add a text card from the Show Message category. In the message field, type, "Hello and welcome to Acme Solutions Company." We'll help you book an appointment in just a few simple steps. Text message cards are used whenever we want to display information and automatically move forward without expecting a reply. Step 2. Capture the user's name. Next, we need to know who we are talking to. Names are unique and cannot be selected from a list, so we need free-form input. For this, we add a raw input card from the Capture Input category. In the question field, type, "May we know your name, please?" Enable AI processing so that the agent can intelligently handle invalid or unexpected responses. Create a variable called name to store this value. This allows us to personalize the conversation later. Let me show you how this looks in the chat interface. When a user starts the conversation, they first see the welcome message. Right after that, the agent asks for their name. Now, let's continue by adding the next card. Step 3. Right-click and create a new node. Name it as the Details node. Now that we know the user's name, we need to understand why they want an appointment. Since the options are predefined, we add a single choice card from the Capture Input category. In the question field, type, "What would you like to book an appointment for?" at name. Since we have saved the user's name inside a variable called name, we can use it like this in our flow. Add the following choices: consultation, product demo, support. Store the selected value in a variable called purpose. Single choice cards are useful when the user should select only one option from a list. As you can see, the Details node is hanging and not connected to anywhere. To connect it with the Welcome node, we'll add a transition card from the Flow Logic category inside the Welcome node. This card does not display any message to the user, and it does not capture any input. Its only purpose is to control the navigation of the flow. You can set up conditions inside the transition cards, but for our case, we don't need any, so keep it as it is. To connect these cards, click on the dot in the Welcome node and drag it to the Details node. Let me enter my name in the chat. Once that's done, the single choice card appears. Now let's move ahead and add the next cards. Step 4. Capture preferred appointment date. Next, we ask for the appointment date. Add another raw input card. In the question field, type, "Please enter your preferred appointment date." Instead of AI processing, apply a date validation regular expression pattern so the agent accepts only valid date formats. Save this input in a variable called date. Validation ensures clean and reliable booking data. Step 5. Select a time slot. Now, we want the user to choose a specific time. Instead of letting users type time ranges, we control the input using a drop-down card. In the question field, type, "Please select a preferred time slot." If you have multiple options, you can use the file input option for this. Now let's add options such as 10 to 10:30, 10:30 to 11 o'clock, 11 to 11:30, 11:30 to 12 o'clock. Save the selected value in a variable called slot. Drop-down cards work best when there are multiple options. Only one selection is allowed, and we want a clean interface. Let's continue the conversation. Let's select the purpose, and next, the Enter Date card appears. Let's enter the date. As you can see, we have entered the date in the wrong format. It won't allow us to continue, so it won't allow us to continue without entering it in the correct format. Next, the time slot card appears. Step 6. Capture contact details. Next, we need a contact number for follow-ups. Add a raw input card with the question, "Please enter your contact phone number." Apply a phone number regular expression for validation. Store the value in a variable called phone. Step 7. Execute backend logic. Now we'll add an execute code card. We can trigger our CARM from here. This card lets your flow run custom Python code during the conversation. You can use it for logic, calculations, data transformation, or external actions. When you write code inside this card, the system gives you access to several built-in functions and modules to help you. This logic runs in the background without user visibility. We are almost done with the flow now. Step 8. Confirm the appointment. Now we show the final confirmation. We will create a new node called the Confirmation node, and add a transition card inside the Details node to connect it with the Confirmation node. Add a text message card with the message, "Thank you" at name. Your appointment has been successfully booked for a date at slot. Now we'll select time slot. Phone number card will occur. Let's fill in the phone number. After we fill in the phone number, execution of the code will happen, and in the last step, we will get the appointment confirmation message. We've now covered the cards that are most commonly used. There are additional card types available, which you can explore in our documentation. The link is in the description below. Now let's have a look at the navigation bar. It includes several options. These include back to all flow-based AI agents, fit view, zoom in, zoom out, variables, toggle interactivity, language input, align, and save. In the variable option, we can see all the variables that we used in a flow and their type. The next option is toggle interactivity. This option switches the canvas to view-only mode. When this is enabled, you cannot edit the flow. To make changes again, this option must be turned off. Next, we have enable language input. Turn this option on if you are building a multilingual flow. Once enabled, a new language input option will appear inside the Start node. Click on it, and a panel will open on the right side. Here, you can write the first question that you want to ask the user and select the required language options. Currently, Chatzy AI supports 12 regional languages. You can select the languages based on your use case. The next option is Align. This automatically aligns all nodes on the canvas, making it easier to track and understand the flow structure. Finally, there is the Save option, which allows you to save your progress. Now that we have created our flow, let us move to the Settings section of the flow-based AI agent. The Settings section allows us to control how the agent behaves when it cannot follow the defined flow and how the chatbot appears to end users. The settings section is divided into two main parts: Smart AI mode and Chat Widget. The Smart AI mode tab allows you to enhance your flow-based chatbot with an intelligent layer of AI. For this, toggle on the Master Agent option. This mode uses a master agent as a safety net for your chatbot flows. When the user asks something that falls outside of the predefined conversation path, the master agent takes over and responds intelligently, then brings the user back into the intended flow. The master agent has several key functions. It can search a linked knowledge base to find relevant answers. It can update variables dynamically based on user input. And it ensures that after answering an unexpected question, the conversation returns to the correct flow. To configure Smart AI mode, first select the knowledge-based chatbot that the master agent should use. Then define the conditions for when the master agent should activate and search the knowledge base. For example, this is how I define the conditions here. The knowledge base contains all the information such as products, services, and solutions of Acme Solutions Company, etc. You should direct the user to this option whenever the user is inquiring about a topic or asks for any information. You can also provide additional instructions for the master agent, such as tone or response preferences. For example, if the user is asking for a particular service, then construct the knowledge base query in such a way that it should contain the name of the service being asked. Lastly, you can enter information about your company, including the company name, support email, and support phone number, so that the master agent can include these details in its responses if needed. Let me fill in these details as well. Acme Solutions Company is a global enterprise offering software products, IT services, cloud solutions. Acme Solutions. Support at acme.com and +1 555 123 4567. There is also a setting called the Conversation Reset flag that lets you choose whether the chat history should reset after the master agent handles an off-path query. Now, let's see the master agent in action. I'll ask an unexpected question. For example, who can use Acme Solutions Company services? As you can see, the master agent takes over, responds intelligently, and then brings the user back into the intended flow. Next is Chat Widget. The Chat Widget tab lets you customize how your chatbot will look and behave when it is embedded on your website. These settings help ensure a smooth and on-brand chat experience for your users. Under the Chat Widget settings, you can enable users to upload files directly into the chat. This is helpful when you want visitors to share documents, images, or other files during the conversation. You can also enable a microphone button so users can send voice messages instead of typing. There is an option to collect feedback at the end of each session so you can measure satisfaction and improve performance over time. You can choose to show the Chatzy watermark or hide it if your plan allows. There are other interactive features you can enable in the Chat Widget settings. The Live Agent Talk button gives users a one-click option to escalate the chat to a human agent for more complex queries. There is also a click-to-call button that lets users initiate a phone call directly from the Chat Widget, which is especially useful for support or sales teams. In the Branding section of the Chat Widget tab, you can customize colors for different elements of the chat interface. This includes the AI message bubble color, the AI text color, the user message bubble color, and the user text color. You can also provide a display picture URL for the chatbot and an icon URL for the widget launcher so your chatbot matches your website design. Next up is Playground. Go to the Playground to test your agent. As we did in the tutorial Test the Flow Thoroughly, if you want to change anything, you can go to the Studio and Settings to change at any time. Next, open the dashboard. In the Chat Logs section, you will see a list of conversions sorted in descending order of conversation created time. That is the time of the first message. You will also be able to see total messages. Once you click on any of these rows, it will open the chat logs for the conversation. You will be able to see the messages exchanged, system messages, transitions, updation in variables, and status of code execution. You can also export conversations as PDF or CSV. By carefully designing the flow, testing it thoroughly, and iterating based on real user interactions, you can create a highly reliable and high-converting agent. As always, the best improvements come from observing real user behavior and continuously refining the flow based on actual usage. Thank you for watching.